The Simpsons has always been a show that isn't afraid to break the rules of time and space. Over the years, it's given us plenty of glimpses into the future, showing us what life might look like for the Simpson family and their friends. From Lisa's wedding to Bart's midlife crisis, these future-set episodes are packed with humor, heart, and a surprising amount of foresight. Let's take a look at 6 times. The Simpsons jumped ahead in time to show us what's in store for Springfield's most famous family. 1. Lisa's wedding. A glimpse into Lisa's future. We start with Lisa's wedding, an episode that gives us a detailed look at Lisa's future. The episode kicks off with the Simpson family visiting a lively Renaissance fair. As usual, Homer goes all out, devouring 8 different kinds of meat. Much to Lisa's embarrassment, she decides to explore on her own and stumbles upon Friar Wigham's fantastical beastarium. The creatures inside are more meth than magical, but one oddball, Esquilax, escapes into the forest. Curious, Lisa follows it and ends up at a fortune-telling booth. Initially skeptical, she's blown away when the fortune-teller accurately names her whole family and what they're up to. Intrigued, Lisa sits down to hear about her first true love. The story then jumps forward to the year 2010, which was 15 years in the future at the time. A 23-year-old Lisa is now attending university, where she clashes with a charming but annoying British student named Hugh Parkfield over a book in the library. What starts as bickering quickly turns into a love story, and before long, they're inseparable. Hugh invites Lisa to England to meet his parents, and she's impressed by the elegant Parkfield manor and their manners. When Hugh pops the question, Lisa says yes without hesitation. The next day, Lisa calls home to share the big news with Marge, who promises to keep Homer from ruining the wedding, if that's even possible. We get a glimpse of the future Simpson family. Marge is still a housewife. Bart is a twice-divorced demolition expert considering law school. Maggie is a 16-year-old chatterbox, though we don't actually hear her speak. And Homer is still working at the Springfield nuclear power plant, with Milhouse as his supervisor. When Lisa and Hugh head to Springfield, Lisa's anxiety about her family embarrassing her is quickly validated. Bart and Homer accidentally set a British flag on fire, and in their attempt to put it out, they make things worse by stomping on it and covering it with compost. At dinner, Lisa mentions she's off to a wedding dress fitting, while Homer drags Hugh to Moe's Tavern for some bonding. Homer gives Hugh a pair of tacky, pig-themed cufflinks that have been passed down through the Simpson men. Hugh reluctantly agrees to wear them at the wedding. Later, Lisa discovers Hugh didn't wear the cufflinks, and when she confronts him, he drops a bombshell. After the wedding, he wants them to move to England and never see her family again. Furious, Lisa realizes she can't marry someone who doesn't accept her family, flaws and all, and calls off the wedding. Back in the present, the fortune-teller reveals that Hugh returned to England, and Lisa never saw him again. The episode ends with Lisa walking home with Homer, appreciating the moment with her dad. 2. Bart to the future. Bart's midlife crisis. Next up is Bart to the future, which gives us more insight into both Lisa and Bart's futures. The episode begins with the Simpsons deciding to spend a day at the park, but it turns into a disaster when mosquitoes take over. They bail and head to an Indian casino, where Bart tries to sneak in but gets caught. The casino manager decides to teach Bart a lesson by showing him a vision of his future 30 years down the line. Fast forward to 2030, and Bart is now 40, living a rough life. He dropped out of Day University and is crashing with Ralph Wiggum, with whom he's formed a band called the Tequila Mockingbirds. The band is going nowhere, and Ralph is tired of Bart freeloading. Meanwhile, Lisa is the President of the United States, the first straight female president, though it seems she's single. Milhouse is in her cabinet, and Kearney is her bodyguard. The country is in shambles due to a previous administration's disastrous decision to invest heavily in the nation's kids, leading to a massive crime wave. Bart, now evicted, shows up at the White House intending to freeload. He makes a mess of things, crashing Lisa's live TV announcement of a tax hike. Fed up, Lisa sends Bart on a mission to Camp David, where he realizes he's been nothing but a burden to his family. He decides to turn his life around and uses his talent for dodging debt collectors to save the day during a negotiation with foreign creditors. As a reward, Lisa promises to legalize it, whatever it is. 3. Future drama. A look at the Simpson family in 2013. In future drama, we get a look at the Simpson family in 2013, 8 years in the future. Bart and Lisa are graduating high school, with Lisa heading to Yale and Bart struggling to find his place. Lisa agrees to go to prom with Milhouse, while Bart proposes to his girlfriend, Jenda, only to be rejected. Homer and Marge have split up, with Marge dating Krusty the Clown. Bart eventually gives up his Yale scholarship to Lisa, realizing he can't let her future be ruined. The episode ends with Bart and Lisa bonding over their shared struggles. 4. Holidays of Future Past. A Christmas gathering gone wrong. In Holidays of Future Past, we see the Simpson family gathering for Christmas in the future. Lisa is married to Milhouse and has a daughter, Zia, who is constantly plugged into the internet. Bart is a deadbeat dad, and Maggie is a rock star. The family comes together for a chaotic but heartwarming holiday, with Maggie arriving with her new baby. The episode ends with the annual family photo, leaving us with a glimpse into the weird and wonderful future of The Simpsons. 5. Days of Future Future. Homer's Clone Saga. In Days of Future Future, Homer has a heart attack and dies, only to be cloned by Professor Frink. The clones keep dying in ridiculous ways, and eventually, Homer's memories are stored on a flash drive. Bart and Lisa struggle with their own futures, with Bart dating multiple women and Lisa falling for a zombie version of Milhouse. The episode ends with Homer getting a new robot body and the family coming together. 6. Bart's Life. A deep dive into Bart's future. In Bart's Life, we see Bart's life unfold through flashbacks and flash-forwards. From his childhood to his adulthood, Bart struggles to find his place, constantly overshadowed by Lisa. Eventually, he opens a bike customization shop and paints a mural dedicated to Lisa, showing that despite their rivalry, he still cares for her. Conclusion. What's next for The Simpsons? These future-set episodes give us a fascinating look at what might be in store for the Simpson family. From Lisa's presidency to Bart's midlife crisis, the show has never been afraid to explore the possibilities of the future. What do you think? How many more times will The Simpsons take us into the years to come? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more.